Okay, chapter 2.6, dividing mixed numbers. This is just like what we did for the last lesson. So I'm going to just spend a couple of minutes trying to make it a very short video. I'm going to do some problems. I'm going to do 4 problems. And if you need some help, you can look at these problems, see how they're done, and you can get your assignment done. 7 1/2 divided by 1 9/10. We're going to rewrite this as improper fractions. So 2 times 7 plus 1 is 15 halves divided by 19/10, and then rewrite it as a multiplication problem. Multiply by the reciprocal. 15 halves times 10/19. Okay, so if we're going to multiply fractions, we have to multiply. It's much easier if we multiply using an improper fraction, and whenever we divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. So this is the reciprocal of this. So 15 halves times 10/19. Now, it's always best to simplify before you multiply. And 10 halves becomes 5 ones. Okay? And then we'll just go ahead and 15 times 5. Nothing else to reduce here. 15 times 5 is, let's see, 2 times 5. 15 is 30. So 4 is 60. So it'll be 75 over 19. And then you have to rewrite as a mixed number. 19 goes into 75. Now if you're going to do this, I showed somebody the other way. What do I have that for? I don't need that. There we go. And I don't need that. We'll go like this. Go back to the calculator. Go back to this. 75 divided by 19. I showed somebody this the other day. 75. Most of you already know this. Divided by 19 is equal to, I'm going to have to do that again. There, delete. 75 divided by 19 equals 3.94. Okay, so we know it goes in 3 times. Yeah, it's one way to do it. Alright, it's not necessarily the best. 3 times 20 is 60. Okay, so 3 times 20 is 60. And we have to go up to 75, which is an extra 15, but there's 3 more, 19 here. So 3 times 19 is going to be 57. I tried to write 75. 57. So there's 3 here. So from 60 up to 75 is 15, and from 57 up to 60 is 3. So it's 18/19. That's actually kind of complicated. Alright, that's actually one of your assigned problems too. So if you want to, you can use this video to help you with it. 9 1/6. Of course, it's possible I made a mistake. I do that once in a while, and please let me know. You usually do. Why would I think you wouldn't? 9 1/6 divided by 5/6. You guys love to show me when I make a mistake, and that's okay. So again, this is not 5/5. This is 5/6. Let's see if I can go back here. There we go. All right, rewrite it as an improper fraction. Over here, 9 and 9 times 6 is 54 plus 1 is 55 over 6. And I have to multiply by the reciprocal, so that's 6/5. Alright, this one's a lot nicer. 6 and 6 simplify down to 1 and 1. 55 and 5 simplifies down to 11 and 1. Okay, so 5 times 1, 1 times 5 is 5, 11 times 5 is 55. Or 55 divided by 5 is 11, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. Alright, you guys got that, I'm pretty sure. It's more of a purple color. There we go. So 11 times 1 is 11, and 1 times 1 is 1. So it's just 11 ones, which is 11. Pretty easy. Did you need to look at that? Back up just for a second in case you need to look at that. Remember to pause it if you need to. Okay, the third problem, let's switch colors just for fun, is 3 3/5. It's not divided by, it's plus 3 3/5 plus 4 4/15, all divided by 4/9. 4/9. Okay, so this is another one of those where you have to remember the order of operations. Order of operations is important, and we have to do division before we do addition. Multiply and divide comes before add and subtract. So we're going to kind of pretend that there's a couple of parentheses here. We're going to do this part first. We don't want to forget about the other one. 3 3/5 is still here, and we're still adding, but we're going to multiply the reciprocal here. Change this into an improper fraction. 15 times 4 is 60, plus 4, 64 over 15. That's this one right here. And we're going to multiply it by 9/4. All right, and we're going to remember that we've got an imaginary set of parentheses helping us to do this one first. And go back to 3 3/5 plus, now 64/4. 4 goes into 20 5 times. So 20, 40, 60, that'd be 15 times, so this would be 16 over 1. All right, and we can't simplify 16/5, and we can't simplify 9/5, so we're going to leave that and come back here. 16 times 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 plus 5 is 14, so it's 144. 144 over 4. Not over 4, over 20. Because 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so we're going to have to add these. It's possible that I could get this down to fifths now, but I should be able to get it down to tenths. If we divide this by 2 and divide this by 2, then I can rewrite this and rewrite this as an improper fraction. We're going to do 2 steps here at once. This is number 1 and this is number 2. Okay, so this is 15, 16, 17. There's 18/5 plus, and I'm going to change 144/20. I'm going to simplify it down to 72/10. Does that make sense? Ooh, it looks like I could go down one more time. I can. 72/10. Let's just keep on moving. Divide this by 2. Divide this by 2. I get 36/5. That's what this is. So if I rewrite this again, 18/5 plus 36/5 equals 54. 30, 40, 48, and 6 is 54/5. And 5 goes into 54 10 times with 4/5 remaining. Okay, 5 times 10 is 50, and that leaves 4/5. Hopefully that's right. I think it's right. We had to do a bit of work here. This really shows that you know your stuff. If you're going to get through some of these harder problems, you have to really prove it. And I guess that makes sense. That's what it's about. Proving that you know what you're talking about. And the last one I'm going to do for you is 3 4/15 divided by, and this one gives you a parenthesis, 8 times 6 3/10. Close parenthesis. Okay, so we're just going to, jump in. 3 4/15 becomes 15 times 3, which is 45, plus 4 is 49/15, divided by, I'm going to leave the parenthesis, I'm going to rewrite that as 8 over 1, and rewrite this as 63/10. This is changing it to an improper fraction. And we're going to solve what's in the parenthesis first. So we're going to leave the 49/15 alone. And we're going to go ahead and rewrite this as half of 8 is 4 and half of 10 is 5. Can't do anything more than that. 63 times 4. I'm going to just go ahead and multiply this out the long way. Alright, so 252 fifths. Okay? And then to rewrite this as a mixed number, or as a multiplication problem, 49 fifteenths times, I got to flip this over, multiply by the reciprocal, 5 over 252. Alright, so this one is easy. The first one is easy. We're going to just come right in here and change 5 into 1 and 15 into 3. 5 fifteenths is the same as 1/3. Okay, and then it would be nice, I can divide this by 7, but I don't know if I can divide this by 7. 252. I guess I could just try it. 7 goes into 252. 3 is 21. 42. 42. Boy. It'll make more sense if I'm not messy. 25 take away 21 is 4. Bring down the 2. So 7 goes into 42 6 times. So if I were to divide by 7, I'd get 36. That's going to be easier. 49 divided by 7 is 7. And 252 divided by 7 is 36. And let's just rewrite this. I'm going to put myself over here now. This becomes 7 thirds times 1/36. And that becomes 7 over 3 times 36. 3 times 30 is 90. And 3 times 6 is 18. And so we got 90 plus 18 is 108. 7 over 108 should be our answer, assuming I didn't make too many mistakes on the way through here. These are pretty tough problems. I was glad to actually be able to get the practice on them. You guys have a great day. The video was longer than I expected. Thought 4 problems? That'll only take a couple of minutes. Well, a couple of them were pretty hard. One of them, the second one, was simple. The rest took a little more work. So we'll work together in class on this stuff, and we'll just rip through it.